thought you haven't all you are. Your universe was incomplete.
Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Mr. Zasty, and I thought today I would tell you a story. I don't exactly know what story, but let me think. Well, that's a story. One time when I was like 12 and or 10, and I had a babysitter, and my babysitter was really hot. I really liked her. It's not even part of the story I'm about to tell you, but this is a short story, okay? So there was this girl named actually I'm not gonna say the name, crap. Her name was Carl. That's not her name, but so we were on a road trip, kind of, sort of, like 45 minutes away to some place. And in the car, it was dead silent. There was the mom, the dad, me, and the chick, and I think maybe one other person, maybe. And the whole ride there, she was like eating something, and she would just make this noise for 45 minutes. She'd go. And at the time, I was like being babysitted, so I didn't want to be rude, so I had to sit there and listen to this woman just go for like 45 minutes. Anyways, it was awful. It's a bad story because it's so short, but it was really annoying, and I wanted to like stab her face by the end of it, but somehow I managed to get out of that. So let me tell you another story, but I have to think. It's a good story. Okay, I'll tell you a story. This one is a spiritual story. Yeah, this will be good. Okay, and this is a true story. And you can ask my friend about it. I'm sure he remembers. Okay, so a lot of people don't believe in demons, or they don't believe in God, or they don't believe in angels, or they flat out don't believe in the supernatural or God or anything outside of this reality. So they're very logical people like that, and then there's people who just like I don't know, and that's more what I was when I was younger. So this story happened when, like, around that same age, maybe like 3 years older, so like 13, 14, when I was just beginning to get into like weed and just like stupid stuff. And one time, me, my friend Tim, and my friend Corey, and I think one other person, again I don't remember names, we were trying to smoke weed, but we couldn't smoke weed at my house. So we went to this creek, and this creek was like in my neighborhood, and it was in this area that I don't normally go. I mean, I obviously wasn't always in creeks, but like I hung out in weird areas because me and my friends would just be bored, and we'd go out in the neighborhood, so we knew all the like spots where your parents would basically wouldn't be able to find you, and this creek was one of them. But I had never actually like been inside of it, but I knew it was there. So when we got there, I was surprised to find like all this graffiti.
Humiliation.
Because this part of the creek wasn't really like a main creek. Like this creek was towards the side of the neighborhood, kind of pushed back, where not a lot of people would go. So when I saw like all the graffiti and stuff, I was surprised. And we got down there with the bong and the weed, and we got right below a graffiti of a pentagram. And at the time, I was very curious about supernatural stuff, but I had probably had no experiences up until this point, or gone on were like questionable, like they weren't real experiences. Now I've had like tons, but so we're beneath this pentagram, and we're just kind of laughing about it, and we're like all kind of sketched out, but we're just kind of making fun of it because we don't really believe in it. Like we kind of are curious about it, but at the same time we're like, nah, you know, that's stupid. And it's like 9 o'clock, so a horrible time to be under a pentagram in a creek at night with a bong. But I mean, when else are you gonna get out and all that? I don't know. So dumb decisions. And what ended up happening is we all like took a hit, the 3 or 4 of us, and by the time we got like to 2 rounds, because you know you pass the bong and you each take a hit, I kid you not, there was like this guttural growl that we all heard, and it was like this super demonic growl, and it growled at us, and we weren't expecting it. We weren't like playing any ghost game. It just happened, and we all ran out of the creek as fast as we could. And what's more interesting to me is how when we got home, like we left the creek, and then I think we went to go get food at like some fast food place that was right down the street past the neighborhood, and then we went home. But what's more weird to me is why, like, we just shook that off, like, oh yeah, just a demon growl, and like once that was over, we just kind of left that where it was and just kept smoking weed and didn't ever question that again. That just blows my mind. Like, how does a demon growl happen and then we just don't talk about it? It's just very strange. But yeah, that's the story. I'm awful at telling stories with a cat, but I want to get better at it. So that is the first time I've ever heard a actual audible like voice from something else that's not human. And yes, I actually have had that happen twice, believe it or not. You can think I'm schizophrenic, whatever you want. I mean, that night, 3 or 4 people heard that. One person was Tim, and then another person was Corey, and then there might have been one more. But Tim, for sure, heard the same thing I heard. So that's the story. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I might add another story, I don't know. So yeah, peace out. Wait, before I go, I just want to say that that growl, although it is real, you shouldn't be scared of it because there's also the other side. So yeah, that's it. God above that stuff. Know what I mean? Alright, peace out.
Friendly hunter-killer drone deployed. About to expire. Step up. Securing A. All flags secured. Hold your positions. Reloading. We lost Charlie.